Sound is a building block to the construction of music. One way of approaching the absolute focus on the phenomenological aspects of sound is to reduce the amount of music and try to increase the focus on the sound. Having studied a little bit of basic science at university, I was used to the idea of working in a laboratory, looking at water drops or airflow, examining the basic materiality of materials that you would use to produce sound. Taking scientific analysis and applying it to an aesthetic presentation of sound within the context of a specific science experiment was very important in my development of the piece Speaker Swinging, which is based on examining the Doppler effect, creating a situation that creates an artistic structure and applies it to the phenomenon. I realized that I was using the loudspeaker as an instrument in itself. After Laura Kikauka and I had lived in Berlin from 1992 until 2006, we decided we were going to try to spend more time on our farm in Canada. One idea that we came up with would be to start a festival of experimental music and sound art, the Electric Eclectics Festival. 3 days of camping, concerts, DJs, experimental music, sound installation, new media installation. My interest in sound originates from music because my artistic training is in traditional classical music and pop music. In the last few years, I've come across an interesting technical phenomenon, and that is to make motors vibrate with audio signals. The motor actually replaces a loudspeaker, and I do this by sending audio signals into a large 500-watt amplifier and attaching a small electric motor to the speaker terminals of the amplifier. I've hung these electric motors on these long piano strings, and that induces the audio signals to vibrate these long wires, and you hear the audio signals coming out of the piano.